got a book review to share with you guys. I was lucky enough to get my hands on a copy of We Spread by Iain Reid from Simon & Schuster through NetGalley. Very thankful for that. This book was at the top of my most anticipated reads of 2022 list. It doesn't come out until actually my birthday, September 27th, in the fall, but I'm so excited to be able to review it early for you guys. So I've done 2 other book talks on my channel about Iain's books. I did one on I'm Thinking of Ending Things and one on Foe, both of which I loved. And I can't wait to get into this one. This, of course, is going to be a spoiler-free review since the book, doesn't come out for a few more months. I definitely don't want to ruin anything for anyone, even accidentally. So let's jump on into it. So first of all, let me tell you, this book, it runs on the shorter side, as his other 2 did as well, and I finished this in a matter of hours. It definitely helped that I'm currently on bed rest because I've got an injury to my feet, but I devoured it in like 3 hours. And this one was different from his other 2 books, of course, as they're all vastly different from each other, but they still have that signature way of getting under your skin. They all have that same way that is very obviously Iain Reid to me. So We Spread is about a woman named Penny. She's an elderly woman. She's in her, I believe, late 80s. And she's lived in this apartment building that she currently lives in for 50 years, over 50 years, we know that. And just day-to-day life is just getting to be a bit too much for her. Her partner of many, many years passed away. I don't know if we're told exactly how much earlier, but a while ago. She's been living there alone for quite some time. You get the feeling that she doesn't really have any family or kids, or I'm sure if she has friends, they're all very elderly as well. So really the only person she has in her life is like the landlord of the apartment building. He checks in on her every so often. But, things are getting tougher and tougher for her to take care of herself. Back in the day, she used to be a painter. She hasn't painted for years, though. You get the idea that, maybe her relationship with her past partner was something a little off about it. But she hasn't painted in years. Anyway, I don't know if you can hear the grass being mowed, but anyway, at one point, it just all becomes too much. A situation happens, and she learns from her landlord that she's being put in a home. So she's, she doesn't want to go to a home. She likes her apartment. She likes her little chair. She likes her life. But it's time, and the landlord, he's like, I can't take care of her. So he's getting her set up somewhere else. And this is where things really kick off. She ends up going to this very, very interesting home. And right from the get-go, you're not sure entirely what's going on. You're not sure where this place is, what this place is, who the people there are. And it gets your heart racing in the way that all of Iain's books do. Just this feeling of dread, like something's very wrong, but you don't know why. And this book, I think, especially this book, even more so than the other 2, really drove that feeling home for me. So she gets there and she meets a colorful cast of characters. She finds out that there are only 4 residents in this home, and she meets them, the other 3. It's 2 older men and an older woman, and they start to share stories. She starts painting again. She starts finding her footing. There are 2 other people that live in the building, and one's the woman that kind of owns the whole thing, and then there's a man who's kind of the caretaker. And just as we're getting these stories, they're sharing their stories, their talents. Penny starts painting again. Penny's the old lady. But the more time she spends there, the more things just seem off. And we don't know why. and I desperately wanted to find out why. I had so many theories, which I won't get into here now. But I had so many theories and none of them were quite correct. Not quite correct. That's the thing about Iain's books, in my opinion, is you can read them and you can have your theories, and while you might touch on it yourself a little bit about what might be going on, Iain's mind takes it a step further and you're like, okay, all right, I see you. And I just loved this, and I'm so thankful that I was able to get to read this early and share it with you guys. If you've read any of Iain's other books and you liked them, I would definitely recommend this one. I think you would love it. And if not, definitely check this one out when it comes out in September. Also, I know I'm Thinking of Ending Things was a Netflix original starring Jesse Plemons, and the woman's name was Jessie too, or the actress's name is Jessie too. I can't remember her last name, but that was fantastic. I loved the adaptation by Charlie Kaufman. And next year there's another adaptation of the other book I reviewed on here, Foe, which I can't wait to see. It'll be starring Paul Mescal. I hope I'm saying that right, who starred in the Sally Rooney adaptation of Normal People, as well as, I know I'm going to say this name wrong, Saoirse Ronan. And I can't wait to see it. I like those both very much, and I could see this one becoming a movie as well. Despite how intensely I don't even know, because when you're reading the book, I'm like, how could they ever properly adapt this? I thought the same thing with, especially I'm Thinking of Ending Things, because so much of I'm Thinking of Ending Things is kind of like what's going on inside of a mind, not so much what's being said or what's being done. But Netflix is seemingly adapting them very well, you know, if I'm Thinking of Ending Things is anything to go by. Anyway, as you can tell, this is something I love talking about a lot, but I'm gonna zip it now, let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again real soon. Bye!